A local councilman is calling on the police commissioner to investigate after a 65-year-old man was attacked outside Choptank. Rachel Cardin tells us why Councilman Ed Reisinger is trying to find out whether or not off-duty officers were there that night.
It was a brutal assault outside a new restaurant in Fells Point, and now we're hearing from an off-duty law enforcement officer who stepped in to help. Surveillance footage from Choptank restaurant shows a man being punched and kicked outside the business last Sunday night around 5:30. We don't know the man in white, but the man wearing a blue shirt is 65-year-old Michael O'Hara.
I pretty much walked into a gentleman being punched in the back of the head.
O'Hara said he tried to de-escalate that altercation. Then the suspects turned on his wife, who threatened to call police. That's when O'Hara tried to get them away from her, and he became the target of their violence.
I was being kicked, and I believe I went unconscious.
The O'Haras had just eaten dinner at Choptank when this happened. Shaken and covered in bruises, they told WJZ they were frustrated with the restaurant because the staff wouldn't get Michael ice as he waited for the ambulance. An off-duty law enforcement officer witnessed this.
He was telling them that they needed to move on and get off the property. I found that to be appalling, given the fact that they had just left out of their establishment. There was no civility, no compassion, or anything on their part.
Rubottom said he eventually identified himself to the restaurant and got ice for the couple, trying to help.
It was obvious that he was being jumped on and pummeled right in front of the establishment, and no one from the establishment did absolutely nothing, even after the fact.
Councilman Ed Reisinger said he's asked for the police report and is calling on Choptank to find out if off-duty police officers were working at the restaurant in a security position, saying their job is to serve and protect. In part, Reisinger said, "I'm talking to the police commissioner's office who are investigating the incident. I trust the commissioner, but if it's true, it's a sad day for our city and the police department." And the Guardian Angels tell me their fight is not over yet. They have reached out to local leaders and the police department as the suspects remain on the loose. In West Baltimore, I'm Rachel Cardin for WJZ.